What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Theo, and you tuned in to Ride the Beat. And today I got a guest co-host, my man, Jose Charneco. And we also got DJ Pot on the check-in. And
yes, sir.
Got a special guest all the way from Houston, Texas, Lil Mexico. How you doing, bro?
Yes, sir. Checking in, man. We doing great.
All right, man. First off, love your music. I like your swag and everything, man. Well, how come you call yourself Lil Mexico?
Basically, born in Mexico, raised in Houston, Texas. Basically, I used to go by the name of Hove. I felt like it wasn't my culture. I wasn't representing who I was. So I wanted to take on Mexico, put it on my back, but I didn't want to call myself Big Mexico or Mexico, kind of like a disrespectful thing to my country. So I went with Lil Mexico, which is calling myself a small version of Mexico. We got different neighborhoods all around the U.S. that they call themselves Lil Mexico. The reason for that is you drive around there and everything's going to be in Spanish. There's going to be a bunch of Mexicans, and you're going to swear up and down you in Mexico because of everything, the culture and everything. So we got them all across United States to where, you know, they call it. They call the neighborhoods Little Mexico. I know you hear Future talking about it. What he talking about is a neighborhood. So it's just, I wanted to represent that, the culture, my country, my flavor, everything that I grew up, but give it to you in Spanish. The whole Southern culture, the whole H-Town sauce, that's what we call it.
Yeah.
But in Spanish, we haven't had that. We don't have a Mexican. We have Puerto Ricans, we got Dominicans, we got Colombians. I could go down the list of the Latin America, but we don't have Mexicans doing, you know, the swag in Spanish. Now there's a couple of them. Shout out to everybody out there in California doing their thing. Rancho Humilde, they really doing a lot, you know, of the same thing of what we doing, the whole Wolfpack. Just giving you different things. And Little Mexico was, you know, born because of that. I was too Mexican. I'm always too Mexican, always with the Spanish, always with the culture. So they were like, you too Mexican. So I just decided to go with that. Little Mexico.
All right, I feel you.
Bueno, Lil Mexico, y ya que hablaste del español, ¿cuál
claro
sería ese artista que te gustaría grabar?
Uno de los que están ahorita que representa lo que estamos haciendo y básicamente lo admiro, que viene de la calle, que está haciendo todo el movimiento, que es un sueño para nosotros, ¿verdad? Es Anuel, básicamente. Anuel es uno de los que yo veo de nada, de la calle, y que se puede hacer algo, y es como, básicamente, como estamos plantando esto. Que creo que el movimiento que tenemos es algo similar. Estamos básicamente ayudando con sus colegas que les puede llamar, sus hermanos, que es Rap G, y básicamente es como ¿cómo le diré? Tenemos bastante en común y es una persona que admiro y quisiera trabajar con él.
Ok, Anuel, pues, no sé si tú sabías, pero también soy boricua. Yo sé de dónde es Anuel. Allá Puerto Rico, solamente para traducir un poquito, pues, he would like to do some with Anuel. He's a famous Puerto Rican rapper right now. And just like him, he's coming up. And they have a lot in common. So that's why, or that's which the artist he would like to work right now.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same. We on the same boat. We run around with the same people, but it's just I look up to the dude because of what he's doing. He took it in a business way. You know, we all like to do the trap music. We all like to do the for the streets because we come from there. But in reality, is that gonna cut us a check? Is that gonna make the ladies, you know, pay attention? So that's why I'm switching it up. I'm coming out with a new single. I switched it up on the last one with Victoria La Mala, and now I'm coming out with a new single, basically it's more on that type of vibe for the ladies, and it's just what's gonna get your attention. And that's what he did, and that's why I respect him for it, because he could have easily stayed in the same world of the trap, 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 trap. And I feel like you can only go so far with that.
Right.
And where I'm going is I'm trying to sit there and put it in people of Mexico. Like, I'm trying to leave a stamp just like he is for the Puerto Ricans. And that's where I came in of saying that we don't have a Mexican that you could throw at Bad Bunny, you could throw at Anuel, you could throw at them right now and be like, okay, he got the look, he dressed like them. Yeah, he got the sound. Yeah, he got the whole thing that you could throw it at them. We don't have that. We either too Mexican with the corridos and all that, or we too gangster. You know, we keep gonna be too gangster with the shit, with the cholos and the gang banging and all that. I'm trying to come in with something different, a different flavor. You see the way I dress, the way I look, the way I move is different. It's not your average Mexican, but I am full Mexican. So that's where I'm coming in. I don't have an accent in my English. I don't have an accent. I have a Southern one, but I don't have a fucked up accent. You know, I learned it, and that's the gift that I'm using. I'm using both languages. The Spanish, the same thing. I don't have an accent in my Spanish. I don't speak it chopped up, or, you know, I don't know certain words. So that's a blessing, and I wanted to use it. Because how I came in, it was just rap. I felt like everybody was rapping. You got 1,000 of us Hispanic rappers trying to come in the game, but it's so hard because it's not, how can I say, it's not big enough, I feel like. And that's what we've created. The whole Wolfpack is about that. It's been done already with, let me turn this down real quick. I'm sorry. It's been done back then with Aztec. I don't know if y'all heard of Aztec Escobar. He did it already with, he got signed with Jay-Z, with Rock La Familia. That's where Rock La Familia started. So it was kind of like we just took on the torch. He started doing a movie, we took on the torch, but we trying to be serious about this music and take it global, if the Lord says the same. And that's why it's like a lot of, how can I say, culture mixed in it. A lot of mix in it. Like, I plant that. Everywhere I go is Mexico, Mexico, Mexico. So it's a beautiful thing. It's hard to come in, but we make a noise. I shout out to everybody that's doing it, all the Mexican rappers that they putting on lists. I love seeing it. I don't give a damn if I make it or not. I love seeing it because it's time for the Hispanics to come in. And we got everything. We got Salvadorans, we got Puerto Rican. Shout out to my boy, basically, he's like the hottest thing right now. Sauce Grafton, Rico Glizzy, basically a Puerto Rican. Me and him, same thing. And I always consider that, like, our cultures is similar. The Puerto Ricans, the Colombians, we all have the same lingo. But we got different spices in our language, different spices in our food, different spices in how we dress. All of our cultures is different. And that's where I'm trying to come in and show, hey, this is the Mexico right here, but in the funky side. So just a blessing me even talking and putting out there, because a lot of people sit there. There's a bunch of Lil Mexicos out there too. They call themselves Lil Mexico, and I always ask that. It's like, what is the real meaning of you calling yourself that? It's got to be something on it.
Mexico.
Spanish, man. The Spanish. They can't do what I do. They can't get in my lane, and I could do what they do. I could get in their lane. I can do what they do for a day. They can't get in my lane and get to doing a song in Spanish. And the people that do music in Spanish know what I'm talking about. It's not as easy as coming with an English song and making rhyme, or translating the culture of English, the Southern culture, translating it into the Spanish and make sense and be able to sit there and rhyme with it, or tell people the story the same way it is in English, but in Spanish. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And I guess it took, you know, sometimes it takes for you to like lose people to really realize the gift that you have. And that's when I realized, I was like, man, I could really flip all this. Like, I could flip all this. And that's where salsa came in. La salsa is basically me giving you the whole Houston culture in Spanish, telling you what we got going on, what we're doing. The same thing how Pow Wow did, same thing how Slim, how everybody does in Houston.
Yeah.
We gonna give you the culture, 84s, Candy Paint, sip and drink, all that. I did it, but in Spanish. So it's a blessing. It's about to hit 600,000 views on it by itself. I don't have a machine behind me. We don't have a major label behind us, none of that. We pushing everything ourselves. And that's a blessing for people to be like, oh shit, I like this. This is about the culture. And that's where I'm coming. The same thing with Pagas a Kilo. Pagas a Kilo is more describing me, who I am. You want to know about me in the music. You want to know where I come from or my culture and all that. That's Pagas a Kilo. So it's like I'm slowly giving you this whole year focused on that. Every month, give y'all something of me, something that's real, something that, you know, that I can sit there and focus and put in some good work to where people can appreciate.
So we know that Anuel AA is the artist you want to work with, but on your free time, who do you listen to the most? So básicamente ya sabemos que con Anuel es que quieres trabajar, pero ¿a quién tú escuchas en tu tiempo libre? Para coger inspiración en tus canciones.
Everything. I listen to all music. I could sit there and put on some gospel music, man. I could sit there and put on some country music, some corridos. I'm a music like fan. I love music, and that's where I get, you know, the ideas of everything, mixing different instruments. So I can't say that I have a specific one. Right now I'm on Dolph, which is, you know, that's like the family. So it's like I kind of have that problem where I listen to more of the team and the family to try to get my ears to see what they doing. But mostly I just all type of music. All types. Like I could go and, like I said, listen to Anuel, listen to some Bad Bunny, some J Vod, go back and listen to some corridos, and then probably throw in, like right now I got some Pac in the deck that I've been listening to the whole. It was just, I go back, bro. It's like I love music, and I feel like good music has no expiration date. You can sit there and play some music from 20, 30 years ago, and you just get in the groove. So I feel like the new music is I'm not really into the auto-tune. So like the new music, the new stuff that's coming out with auto-tune, I don't really listen to it. I'm more into just the music, basically. Just not lyrical. I don't consider myself a rapper. That's another thing. I consider myself an artist, as I'm trying to paint you a picture or show you pictures of what I live or what I'm doing. But as far as like a rapper, a lyrical rapper, I don't consider myself that.
So I'm able to kind of get into you more as an individual like that when you try to paint that picture for them.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, that's why I'm doing the videos too, because I started realizing that it happens to me. Like I would listen to a song and I'm like, yeah, I don't really like it. But then I may watch the video accidentally and now I'm all into the fucking song. Like I'm all jamming in and everything because I saw something in a video that I could relate to. So now that's what I'm actually doing, like dropping the song the same day that I drop the video. So if I give you a single, I'm dropping the video the same day. Because you may not like the song, but if you like the visual and you like what I'm doing, you can appreciate the hard work that I'm putting in behind everything set up. So that's one thing that we focus, not just me, the whole Wolfpack. My little brother Brick been on that. Nolia been on that. I've been on that. Shout out to AD. He's been putting us to make that happen, to, you know, give people the visuals, not just the sound. And we've been working hard on it. Every month I drop, he drops. Sometimes he drops 2 times a month. Sometimes I drop 2 times a month. So we're just trying to give everybody the work and the playlist that they need. You know, I feel like 1 or 2 songs every other month is not worth it. You don't see the major artists doing that. You don't see the really working doing that. They dropping like every month or twice a month if they have the project. So we started getting on that. Not to say that we're a label, we trying to copy. We just felt like it happens to us. So why not do it to the fans, to the family, give them what they want. So we just been working hard on that, visuals and sound. Visuals and sound. Like you just said, it is very important to not just let you hear the picture and paint it in your own brain, but once you see it, you're like, okay, they really living a lot. And we don't use it as that, bro. We don't use it as in a stunned way, we use it as motivation. We
Right.
come from it, so we don't sit here and shit on people. We actually try to get back to people. We try to do all that. So we post that too. If you feel some type of way, change the channel. We don't have to interact with that.
Now, from the time you started in the music till now, how much have you grown in the music industry? So, básicamente, desde que tú empezaste como Little Mexico hasta ahora, ¿cuánto te has desarrollado en tu carrera?
I think I want to say I've been 5 years, just closing in 5 years. I want to say this is my first year that I actually like not just took it all the way serious, but got the reaction from the people, got the numbers up, got everything, because I was slacking. I was trying to find the rhythm behind this. I was more into it as a hobby than trying to really make something out of it. Once I found the Spanish, which was 3 years ago when I got with Gazi, shout out to Empire, we sat down and Gazi was like, hey, can you do I'm hearing you doing the Spanish and English together, but can you do a full song in Spanish? And I was like, yeah, that's like my first language, so I should be able to do it. I shouldn't have no problem. So I started getting in the studio. Shout out to Playing Skills. That's one of the part that I had on it. Playing Skills, they like real big on that, the producing and all that, bringing the sound out of people, out of artists. That is that sound. So once I got with them and I started like practicing it more and more and more, that was probably like a year and a half ago. So last year I just said, you know what, I'm finna go full flesh with this, and this is the first year. So for everybody that's tuned in, or for everybody that's watching this, and you think you're gonna do something in a year, 2 years, and just blow up, like it's not gonna happen. Like I thought the same thing. I thought, you know, and it's just like a company. You can't come in with a company in a year and 2 years and be like, okay, I'm a millionaire. My company is through the roof. No, I just feel like you just got to put in work. And this is the first year that we're actually putting in the work, actually like investing everything that we got and making it a priority to give the fans the music, the visuals, and not just, you know, regular quality. We trying to compete with the top ones. So the quality, we're trying to give you the quality, the best quality that we could get. And the same thing with the sound, the production, everything. So it's just, to answer that question, this year, this is my first year that I actually see results. I actually see it, and it's like this is my 5th year. So I always said that in 5 years I wasn't ready to expand and move like a company, then you need to shut that company down. So that's where I'm at right now. So I feel blessed that the year that I knew it was gonna be shut down or go, it went. So now it's just trying to go all the way behind it.